What's up, everybody? This is Dayton from Killinois Kennels coming back at you guys with another banger. In today's video, we're gonna be letting you know everything the judges in this bully world is looking for in these dog shows. We're gonna be speaking on the sanction shows and what it takes to become a grand champion. Everybody knows the fun shows are cool, but if you want a real solidified bull, you gotta do it in the confirmation show, and that's what we're gonna be speaking on. But first, what you guys are looking at is gonna be the father of our next drop of American Bully puppies. This is JZ Bully's Master Poe, one of the most extreme American bullies on the planet. We matched this monster up with one of our top females on the yard. That's gonna be our girl, Killinois Kennels Glorilla. We got an insane litter that's gonna be up for sale October 5th, and we just dropped a video of the puppies this past Sunday. If you haven't seen that, make sure you guys check the link in the description of this video. We got the puppies all separated for males and females. We number them, price them, and let you know everything you need to know on how to pick one up. Here's a quick look at the puppies right now. Insane litter, man, extreme litter of American Bully puppies. And I'm telling you right now, these puppies are gonna sell out instantly. Again, if you wanna see more footage of them and the prices, make sure you guys check the link in the description of this video you're watching. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers right now. And once we hit 100K, we're gonna be doing a giveaway on a super nice puppy. So if you're not already, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. We're already at 70K, so we ain't too far away. And if you haven't, make sure you guys hit that like button and let us know where you're tuned in from. But that's enough for all that, man. Let's go ahead and get into the footage you guys all came here to see. Russell Estevez says, when your dog's in a dog show, what do the judges look for? You know, they're looking for the dog that best fits its standard. You know, for those of you that don't know, I've been an international dog show judge for over 11 years right now. I've judged dog shows all over the world. And majority of those dog shows that I judge, you can see those videos on our channel. You know, Russell's asking, you know, what do the judges look for? And I'm going to go ahead and break that down for you guys a little bit right here. Let me see here. All right. This is a good question, man. And a lot of people might have never heard us go over this before. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull this up, let you guys get a little sneak peek for those of you that got, man, the crazy thing is a lot of you guys that own Killinois Kennels Dogs, Killinois Productions, you have dogs that will go to these shows and straight kill it out there. You understand what I'm saying? You will do really good with the dogs, you know. A lot of people look at these dogs on the internet and, you know, they think, oh man, that dog looks crazy. You know what I mean? My dog don't look like that. Well, a lot of these pictures are misleading. And some of you Killinois family members got way, way cooler dogs than you even know. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of you guys got those dogs and are sitting there looking at them every day and it's just normal to you. But you pop up at one of these shows with those dogs and those people are going to tell you how cool those dogs are, man. Real talk. Real talk. Like I said, man, a lot of pictures on the internet of dogs and things like that. That's why we do videos. We show you videos of these dogs. There is no altering a video of these dogs. Yeah, you could use AI, but it's not going to work like with us. You know what I mean? We couldn't do an AI video of our dogs. For the most part, most AIs are only 8 seconds long, that type of stuff. You know, that's why we show you guys footage of our dogs, because there is no lying in footage. You understand what I'm saying? That type of deal. So again, Russell Estevez, he says, when your dog's in a dog show, what do the judges look for? They're looking for the dog that best fits the breed standard. You know, if you're not familiar with the breed standards, you guys can go to BRC Global Canine Pedigrees and click on standards, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. You know, the dogs, you know, being a judge, you don't just go out and pick your favorite dog. You know what I mean? That's not what it is by no means, you guys. A lot of times when I'm judging these dog shows, I'm not picking my favorite dog of the day. You have to pick for a breed standard. You got to pick over, conformation, movement, all these different type of things. And that's in the sanction show. Sanction shows and fun shows are completely different. Right here, what you guys are looking at, it says American Bully. This is the American Bully standard for the BRC Global, and that's who I am a senior judge for, is the BRC Global. Okay, I'm not gonna go over all of this. Okay, one of the dogs for the breed standard is gonna be Grand Champion Rocco, a very well put together American Bully. And then if you scroll down a little bit, you can read all this stuff. It tells you everything you need to know. Okay, but if you scroll down, you'll look at these dogs, and these are the dogs that are like, if your dog doesn't look similar to these dogs, then you're probably not going to do that good. Okay. I'm the one that actually handpicked all these dogs for the breed standard for the American Bully and the BRC Global. You can see Big Clout's father on there. Of course, I wasn't going to choose any of our dogs because that would look crazy. We have some of the dogs that fit the breed standard more than any of these dogs out here, okay? But I wasn't going to choose my own dogs or Killinois Kennels dogs to be for the breed standard, just so you guys know. But what I mean by is it should look like this dog. It doesn't have to look identical, but the features of the dog, the head shape, the bone, the chest, the top line, the structure, all these type of things is what the judges are looking for, okay? And just because, this is another thing for you guys, just because your dog has a flaw doesn't mean it won't do good in a dog show. I'm telling you, 99% of the dogs in the dog shows, they have flaws. You just have to have less flaws and be a better dog, okay? So a little bit of a high rear isn't going to, knock you out. A little bit of easty westy, that type of thing, man. A lot of people are putting false information out here with these dogs when it comes to your dog should have this, your dog should have this. They're literally telling you your dog should be perfect. And guess what? There is no such thing as a perfect dog, period. Okay? A lot of these guys act like that, we got the clean bullies and stuff. No, you got a giraffe that doesn't fit the breed standard. Okay? Just because you have a classic American Bully that favors a pit bull and has straight legs and a good top line doesn't mean that is a show dog. And a lot of people fail to realize that. I've seen people, you guys got to really be careful who you listen to on YouTube and all these social medias. A lot of these guys are just trying to make a video. You understand what I'm saying? That type of stuff, and I'm not going to say that I got it all figured out, but I am a judge. I've been judging for over 11 years all over the world, and I do know what's up. You understand what I'm saying? Every one of these dogs you see here has some type of flaw, and a majority of these dogs are grand champion. This is a grand champion, dual grand champion, probably a dual grand champion, dual grand champion. You understand what I'm saying? These dogs, it's not just a BRC global thing. These dogs are winning. You understand what I'm saying? But none of these dogs are perfect dogs. None of them. They all got flaws. None of them's perfect. So if your dog has a little bit of a flaw, don't let that discourage you to get in the ring, because really you just got to outdo the dogs that you're showing against that day. You're not going to be going up against every single dog in the world, that type of situation. So, but like I said, the dogs are, and then not only that, movement plays a part. Okay. The way your dog moves, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And, for any of you guys that are, a little too shy to get into the show ring and show your dogs, this is what I recommend too, is hire yourself a professional dog handler. You don't even have to know. You go to the dog show, go up to the show host, say, hey, I want to show my dog, but I don't know how to handle it. And the show host is going to tell you, hey, This is a professional handler. This is a professional handler. This is a professional handler. And go use one of those, one of those professional handlers. That way they can showcase your dog in its best light. They're going to take your dog. Your dog might not even know how to do any of this type of stuff. But with a professional handler, they've done this so much that they can get in there and make your dog look like something that you didn't even know you had. You understand what I'm saying? And that'll give your best foot forward. Us over here at Killinois Kennels, we hire professional handlers too, because a lot of us are just too cool to get into that show ring. You understand what I'm saying? Which I'm joking about that, but a lot of guys just don't feel comfortable getting in there. They just don't feel like being in there. That type of stuff. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, a lot of you Killinois members, nay, if you're in here, you have a dog that could become a grand champion with ease. Russell Estevez, I know you're in Hawaii and there probably isn't a ton of shows out there, but your female could definitely get in there and do her thing as well. And I don't want to leave anybody out. Brian Flattery, Mom Dukes, your female could get into the show ring, do their thing. All you guys that are Killinois family members in here. The homie Dooley. Once his dog fully matures, I know that dog will. We were calling him Dooley. And the reason why we were calling him Dooley is because dual grand champion is why we were calling him Dooley. That dog had it all while he was a pup. That type of deal. But like I said, man, you guys can get in here. This will explain everything you need to know. It's going to tell you pockets. Start at a year, show standard before then. Males are 13 to 17 inches at the withers. Females are 13 to 16 inches. Extreme American Bullies, males up to 20 inches at the withers. Females, and so on. It's going to tell you the faults. Faults to be penalized but not disqualifications for showing are both eyes not matching color, overly visible haul, bulging or protruding eyes, muzzle, blah, 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 blah. All this type of stuff. Serious faults, displaying or possessing aggressive behavior towards dogs and humans. That's one thing that if your dog's a little bit of aggressive and that type of stuff, you know what I mean? You might have a little bit of a problem in the show ring, that type of stuff. But I'm not going to read all this stuff. This is a small breakdown for Russell Estevez. Shout out to the homie Russell Estevez. He says, thank you for the education on the dog show ring thing. And no problem, man. I mean, I could go a little bit more deep into this, you guys. And for those of you guys that don't own American Bullies, you have Exotic Bullies. There's an exotic standard here. It'll tell you everything you need to know. It's, here's what the exotic standard shows like. Your exotic should favor the look of these dogs, okay? You got the micro bully, pretty much the same thing as the American Bully, just a shorter version, okay? You got the French Bulldog. All the breeds are here, and it shows you examples. And if you want to go to a dog show and you want to put your dog in the sanctioned show, I highly recommend you go to this and do some research and read all this stuff. It will tell you everything you need to know. Shorty Bulls, English Bulldogs, Olde Bulldogs, all that type of stuff. Pit Bulls, all that type of stuff are allowed at these dog shows, man. The guy that asked that question is Russell Estevez. He is actually a Killinois family member. And for those of you that don't know, Killinois family members are going to be people that have picked up dogs from our kennel. He purchased this black female on the right sitting there in the front out of our litter with this badass boy, Boss World's G baby, and our girl, Siri. That little black female at the beginning of these clips is his female as a puppy, and just wait till you guys see her now. We're gonna show you her here in a little bit, but after this live, Russell ended up taking his female to a dog show, and just wait till you guys see what happened. It's crazy, man. You guys won't believe this. After Russell Estevez asked us that question on that live, little did I know he had a dog show coming up that very next weekend in Hawaii with the IBKC. He listened to every single thing that I stated in this video, put his girl in the show ring and actually won first place and best variety at the IBKC show out there. For those of you that don't know, I'm a senior judge for the IBKC as well. And he won that under the honorable judge, Marco Suarez from Suarez Bulls Kennels, man. So that's something pretty dope. Like I mentioned, everything that I mentioned in this video, he did that same exact thing. He went out there, he hired a professional handler. She went in the ring, very first time ever, and did her thing. That's his female in that picture right there. It's a girl out of G-Baby and Siri. You know, big shout out to Russell Estevez and his wife for doing such a good job with this girl. I just wanted to add this into the video because I thought that was something pretty dope. I don't just be on here talking, man. I be stating facts and trying to help all of our Killinois family members. I could go a lot deeper in this topic. For those of you that don't know, this was part of a live and this was just something quick that I answered. I left out a lot of good stuff like the overall care of your dog, making sure it's washed, clipping its toenails, you know, ring presence, confidence, so many other things. You gotta take advantage of every situation you can to make your dog look better than that other person's dog. If you want to see a part 2 on this topic, let us know in the comment section. Hit that like button, let's get the likes up, and we'll make it happen. Well, that's it for the video, man. We hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure you guys hit that like button, and let's shoot for 1,000 likes off of this video. If you watch the video all the way through, leave the words Killinois Kennels in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our second channel, Top Dog TV. We travel all over the world to the biggest dog shows covering those events. You know, we got some really big things coming up with that, so make sure you guys stay tuned on both of those channels. Also, go check out our social medias. Go follow us on Instagram at Killinois_Kennels. Follow us at TikTok at Killinois Kennels as well. We're going to be posting a lot of exclusive content on those platforms that you will not see on YouTube. You know, I think we got about 15,000 followers on Instagram, and we're coming up on 3K on TikTok. I want to send a major shout out to all the Killinois family, all the Killinois supporters, everybody hitting that like button, commenting on the videos, sharing the videos, and telling their friends about our channel. Again, we're on the road to 100K subscribers, and once we hit 100K, we're going to be doing a giveaway on a super nice puppy. So if you're not already, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Again, I want to send a huge shout out to all of our supporters, man. Big shout out to all you guys, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned because we got a lot of big stuff coming up.